Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of 911 on Fox, Season 6, Episode 6. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and also the reactions. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, oh, welcome back. So, we don't have any comments from last week's video, so we're going to jump right on in. Now, y'all, I was very nervous about this episode because we was doing like flashbacks, and usually on shows when we doing flashbacks, somebody is not going to make it. So this made your girl like really nervous. So we flashed back to 2010 when Henrietta and Karen first met. Karen walks up, I'm gonna give you 20 minutes. I ain't got time. Work is stressful. Yada 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 yada. And Henrietta was looking like, okay, yeah, okay. Come to find out, Karen was there for a blind date. Henrietta was there because she was supposed to be meeting up with Chimney. And it wasn't until after they didn't spend a few hours talking that Henrietta was like, well, I was supposed to meet up with my friend and he didn't show up. And she was like, oh, so you're not my blind date? She was like, no, but you know, we was having such a good time. And now Karen's feeling like, oh my goodness, I done got stood up. But it turns out Chimney was the one trying to get them together. Chimney was next door neighbor with Karen. Chimney and Henrietta, best friends, work at the fire station together. But he wanted them to get together. He wanted Henrietta to get over Eva because, you know, Eva, she had her issues. It's like, let that woman be. You need someone new in your life. I was like, oh, that was cute. So even though Karen is very intense and Henrietta was like, she not my type, of course they had a second date and now they are married and they mamas to Denny. Now y'all, if the explosion at Karen's work wasn't bad enough, Denny was there with her when, like, I guess I don't want to say it was a take your child to work day because there was no other kids there, but he was there when the explosion happened, and he was on the phone with Henrietta when the explosion happened. I don't know what I would do if I was on the phone and I heard some tragedy going in the background because you were completely and utterly helpless. It was like a domino effect. Because Karen, she works at a lab. They get things together to send stuff to, you know, outer space so we can check soil samples and water and all these things. And, you know, detect what's going on out in there in space. Well, one of the young men, he was like, this isn't working right. He comes to Karen like, hey, this isn't working right, A, B, C, and D. Well, another dude, he is trying to get something working together. So he's like adjusting temperatures. He got on him like a hazmat like suit. And then we have this other girl. She is about to put something in this tube. And like Karen and dude, they're trying to run and stop her. But whatever she did causes everything to go boom like an 808. But luckily, Denny was able to get out. Like, he wanted to stay and find his mom. Like, this my mom. I don't want to be leaving my mom in the building. But it's like, there was nothing he could do. It's like, they forced him out. He just wanted to make sure his mom was all right. And since Henrietta was on the phone with Denny when it happened, she pulled up right after 118. And she was ready to get suited up. But, like, one, this is a family situation. Can't be there. And two, she didn't give her letter of resignation in, so she is technically not a firefighter. Athena shows up because she was scared to doggone it. Henrietta was going to do something silly, like put on her suit and run into the building trying to save her wife. So as Athena and Henrietta are sitting there, one of Karen's co-workers come out, his jaw all like, y'all remember on Mars Attacks how like the alien that had that little flap of skin right there? Yeah, he had that going on with his mouth, and he wrote down on a piece of paper that the cooling messed up and the people inside are endangered. Basically, the room is a bomb. And if you open the door is a fuse. So if you open up the door, you are doggone setting off the bomb. Bobby, he gets there in the nick of time as another firefighter, like, was opening the doors, and he was able to like jump and like knock dude out of the way. And y'all, this is when I was like getting stressed out, because like we was like seeing scenes where, okay, they are together now, and now Henrietta got word that Eva was pregnant, having a baby. She going to prison for a while. She wants Henrietta to take care of the baby, and Karen was like, I ain't trying to take care of your ex-girlfriend's baby. One point, Chimney didn't call Karen talking about some Henrietta died, and she's like, what? Like, well, she didn't die, but she almost died. And I'm like, Chimney, sir, I'm gonna need you not to do that. This is when they got back together, and they was like, we're gonna be mamas to Denny, and them not knowing, not doing at all what to do, taking care of a newborn baby. Make sure y'all drink y'all water. And we think Karen, she gets out, she walking, we thinking everything is fine. But no, her breathing is off, and Henrietta notices, and next thing you know, she done passed out. She got a doggone piece of something like a strap metal stuck in her side. And I'm guessing like the adrenaline for being in an explosion and trying to help people and all that stuff. Then like they was up there trying to work hard in an ambulance, and we was already having this like flashback sequence, so that was already making me nervous. And they was able to, you know, get her back, you know, and get her to the hospital, and she had surgery. Her spleen had to be removed. It was a lot, but you know, she ended up being fine. In the midst of this, Henrietta's realizing, I don't know if I want to be a doctor, because if I'm going to be in med school, that means we can't foster no more kids. I'm going to be away from Karen. I'm going to be away from Denny. I'm not going to be able to be a firefighter no more. So she foregoes her dream of being a doctor so she could become a firefighter again. And I was like, oh, I'm glad, because I did not want Henrietta to go. I know this is a short review, but like it was a lot of flashbacks that I didn't necessarily think we needed to talk about. So that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts a video, you can click on it, you can like and share with your people, and you can come up and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my people, so welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come up and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.